So, Dijonai Carrington. Oh my God. Dijonai Carrington. So Dijonai, if you guys don't know, is someone whose fame drastically outweighs their basketball ability. So what happened with Dijonai? Dijonai has been injured for most of the year. She really hasn't played that many minutes this season. She's only played in 10 games. But when it came to Dijonai Carrington, she comes back and plays. And in fairness, first 2 games she plays, they win. They won 3 of the first 4 games she played. Like before the Fever game, they won 3 of the first 4. And then she goes and gets herself chucked from the Fever game for taking out trying to take off Sophie Cunningham's head. She got herself chucked. And then the next game, she had the game of her career against Seattle, chucking up 20 shots. Since that game, she went and shot 1 of 9 from the field, 3 of 13, 2 of 8. And against the Indiana Fever, her 3 of 11 shooting was in fact actually the best she had shot. The best she had shot. But after the New York game, there was, when they played the Valks, Dijonai was hurt. Dijonai was, she was out for a game and she was, doubtful for the Fever game. And, I mean, we got it. We have to be very honest here. I think Caitlin Clark works miracles. I think Caitlin Clark genuinely works miracles. Because at the end of the day, we're starting to see players miraculously come back from injuries when they face Caitlin Clark. And you've now got Dijonai here, who has, let's be very real, completely embarrassed herself against the Indiana Fever this season. Like, I genuinely think that Dijonai Carrington has cost herself not $1 million a year, but over the course of her contract, about $1 million. And now, all of a sudden, she's hurt again. She is suddenly hurt again. And it's one of those things where she made sure as hell she came back for the Fever game. That is all that mattered, All that matters is, are you back for Indiana Fever? We're playing the Indiana Fever today. Can I get back for the Indiana Fever game? That is what really matters. And you can see with all these players what they're doing. You can see the players that, you can see how much this Indiana Fever game matters to basically everybody. Because it well and truly is their Super Bowl. You've got players who were injured coming back and embarrassing themselves and tweeting out, counting down for this game, and suddenly are then injured for their next games. I wouldn't even be that surprised with Dijonai if Dijonai goes and is done for the year. And you know what? Shutting her down might be the idea. And just admitting we got scammed by Dijonai Carrington to play 7.5 games for us for the year. You know what? 7.5 games is fine for Dijonai. And everybody again talking this game with Dijonai Carrington is oh yeah, she played in a minutes restriction against the Indiana Fever. I mean, if you are hurt and your team is out of the playoff contention, anyone saying that the Sky were in playoff contention, the Wings needed to lose every game for the rest of the season, and the Sky needed to win every game for the rest of the season. That's like saying that the Sky were in playoff contention is like saying a team starts 0 for 18 for a season, But technically, if they win every single game the rest of the year, they're going to make the playoffs. It's like saying that they are still in the playoff hunt. But yeah, like it's just not a surprise, is it? It's just not a surprise to see her going like out of her way to go and play against the Indiana Fever. And the funniest part is that she got absolutely embarrassed in it. She got absolutely embarrassed in that one game that she went out of her way to play. And look, could she be in? She very well could be injured. She very well could be. And if she just got cooked by Caitlin Clark, no one would care. But when you immediately go and start taunting Caitlin, then Caitlin hits a three on your face and you try to knock into her, and Caitlin just waves you off, like, with all of that, it is it's just straight up it's just not great now, is it? It's not great. And look, I wonder what team is going to employ Dijonai next year. My guess is that we're going to see Dijonai go and lose all value on the open market and sign a bargain contract with the Minnesota Lynx. And suddenly becomes a like absolutely fantastic bench player and hustle player again. Like that probably happens. But if we're being real here, if she goes and hunts for the money, she might end up being a Natasha Cloud, because Natasha Cloud, doesn't start. In fairness, she did this year with the Enos Canada situation, but for a fact, Dijonai Carrington once a year is causing an international incident. And unfortunately has to play the Indiana Fever 3 times a year, so there's a very good chance in one of those 3 games, she will cause an international incident. So yeah, it is an interesting one anyway. But her being injured before the Indiana Fever game and suddenly injured after the Fever game, I mean, Caitlin Clark we might as well, the Catholic Church needs to go and make Caitlin Clark their newest saint, because I don't know of anyone else in the world who has the ability to heal injuries quite like Caitlin Clark. So yeah, that is it.